Good afternoon, friends. Welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful day here in Kansas. I'm not on the homestead right now, so it is what it is. Anyways, I think we finally found the cure, the end-all solution to the request for a $15 an hour minimum wage. Now, for the last, 4 to 5 years, there's been a big push for the fight for 15, a $15 minimum wage, which is just a number that was pulled out of the air years ago, and we've been pushing for it because a $15 an hour minimum wage, federally set, would get everybody who's low income or no income out of poverty. They would change their ways. They wouldn't be smoking and drinking every night and day, and they wouldn't live in the hood anymore. They could buy a brand new car. They could buy a nice $100,000+ house in an expensive neighborhood, all of which is false for the individual who has a brain and a skull and a common sense and a little bit of knowledge on economics. We have finally found the cure for that request. So, little story here. I have worked for $7.25 before. I have worked for even less than that. I worked for $6.25 way back when it was the minimum wage. Although I was living at home with my parents and in high school, and I worked in a restaurant where I cleaned dishes after school, and I even cooked some food on the weekends and served some food. And I tell you what, I was making money then, man. I was making bank. I didn't know what money was back then. I didn't realize that $6 an hour or $6.25 an hour was not enough money to sustain my lifestyle that I desired to have in the future. So I made changes when I got out of high school and out of my parents' home. We made changes in how we lived. I worked a job where I was making $20-something an hour, and then I repositioned myself in life, and we moved and made some changes here and there, and I made even less, but I got better benefits, and it was all about me making changes for myself. And I am one of those. I'm not pushing for a $15 an hour minimum wage because I understand economics. I understand that federally mandating somebody to pay an individual who is not worth $15 an hour, to pay them $15 an hour, would be detrimental to not only just society in whole, but that business and that employer. Even with CV19 over the last 12 months, we've seen jobs cut left and right, and businesses just up and closing because they can't afford to stay open. It's interesting how there's so many people out there who don't realize what $15 an hour minimum wage would do, what it would do to our economy. And you know what? I guess if they want to find out, they won't have a job to be earning $15 an hour, and that's probably the truth. But anyways, what is the cure? What is the end-all solution to find that? Well, I was at Walmart a little bit ago, and my nearest Walmart is 100 miles away and just under 2 hours to get there. And man, I was doing my shopping, and then I didn't want to go to Walmart, but that's where I had to go because I had some of the things I needed. And I went to check out, and I'm not looking up because there's people all over, and I was checking my list and everything. I looked up, and all but 3 lanes, not even lanes, but all but 3 checkers were self-checkout. 50 self-checkout lanes, guys, and 3 assisted. Yep, 3 actual conveyor belts to put your goods on. 50 lanes that were all self-checkout. There was 25 on the left side, 25 on the right, and then 3 aisles in the middle. One of them was the tobacco lane, which didn't even have tobacco there. The tobacco was actually stored up in customer service, and so the tobacco lane was actually closed. And so they had 2 elderly individuals who were the absolutely slowest individuals to be checkers at Walmart, checking people out. But here's the catch. I don't work at Walmart, and so I'm not going to check myself out. I don't work at Walmart, and I don't receive a W-2 for doing my own work. So I'm going to go to the individual who is putting in the effort to do their job, to check people's goods out, so they can continue going about their day. It sucked having to wait, but if you want $15 an hour minimum wage, look around. Jobs are disappearing. Walmart, not only, they even have robot floor cleaners. There's not even a manual person to clean up messes. Walmart, Target, they're all alike. Your jobs are going bye-bye because you want more per hour, even though you're not worth more per hour. That's amazing. All my goods were a little bit cheaper than they are locally. The benefit to have lost that, that job position for an individual versus paying more locally, it's worth paying the local individual, the local grocery store, $2 or $3 more per item than it is for them not to have a job at all. Wow. And if you see this, guys, it's happening everywhere. I mean, I know McDonald's and places have self-ordering kiosks. I think Wendy's even has it, maybe, and I know others do too. But and actually, Taco Bell, where I used to live, actually had a self-ordering kiosk that was installed when CV19 went down. They closed the in-store dining, and they had kiosk outside, so you could pull up, then walk up to the kiosk, and then they would bring your food to the window. Kind of like a Dairy Queen used to be. Not so much in-store dining, but that Taco Bell literally closed down all indoor dining and closed it off because it's cheaper for them to cut a job out than it is to pay somebody what they think they're worth. It's happening all over, and people still push for it, even though they're not worth the penny I found on the floor earlier. So, anyways, keep calm and carry on. If you want $15 an hour minimum wage, be worth $15 an hour minimum wage. See you later.